Hi, this is Cynthia Alvarez, once again, welcoming you to Creating Hope with Art. And I just want to thank our sponsors. This is a flyer for a gallery exhibition that we will have at the finishing of this series. It will open on August the 6th from 5:30 to 9, and we're inviting the general public who are following along with our lessons to come and bring your actual artwork, which will be put in an actual show here at the K-Space Gallery. And so more about this will be found at kspacecontemporary.org. This is a joint venture between K-Space Contemporary and Esperanzas de Texas. And it is funded by the Texas Commission on the Arts and AEP Texas. So these are the booklets. Feel free to contact, check out the website, kspacecontemporary.org, and you'll find out how you can get your hands on one of these for free. Free for me. That's what I would say. When I have free stuff, it's free for me. So I want this to be for you, okay? All right, so we're gonna go on to the lesson, which is paper weaving. And so I got this great idea from my absolute best friend in the world, who's been a teacher for many years in this community, and you guys all, some of you were probably her students. People like Brian Mesa, or Brian Mesa. I'm gonna tag him in this video just so that he can say something snarky in the comments, because I can't wait. Touche, Brian, okay? So, that said, paper weaving is something that is very contemplative, and when I say contemplative, that means it causes you to only think about what you're doing. So you're thinking about line, you're thinking about pattern, you're thinking about color, you're thinking about the undulations of the paper as you weave another piece through. And so this is a technique that when you are fully involved and you're fully present in the moment and doing the weaving, and you're breathing, maybe you've got some calming music, maybe you have a little incense, candles, those are the kind of things that I do in my art space, so that I create almost like a little bubble of peace. Because the thing is, when you're doing your artwork, you can be literally anywhere, as long as you have myself. There's been plenty of times when I was in between places and I had a backpack and I had a few things in there to make artwork with. Same thing with my child. We have made artwork on the subway. We have made artwork at the bus stop. Why? Because it makes us feel better. And when I tell you, sometimes riding the bus when my kid was, 5 or 6 could be a really daunting task and something that was really hard for us to deal with every single day. And so how did we get through that? Well, it's because Mom always had a cute little bag of art supplies so that we could make whatever, wherever, whenever we wanted to. And so that's a practice that I use in my daily life to try, and even on my lunch break sometimes. Let's say I could do a little collage, or I could do a little paper weaving, and I'll breathe, and I'll, like I have a lavender, like this is a lavender spray. We're not gonna show the label, but watch this. Now don't do that with Febreze, okay? This is good quality stuff, okay? It's good for you to breathe in. It's good for me to breathe in. I can't say what's good for you. What I can say is that if I spray a little lavender spray, I do this in my office all the time, because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes it can be stressful at work, and I know for you guys at school, kids, at school or wherever, sometimes you get stressed out. So I like to make my little peace bubble in my office, and I'm gonna start doing that more at home. So paper weaving, this is what we're gonna learn how to do. And like I said, you could take these little shards of paper with you anywhere, in an envelope, and a pair of scissors and some glue, and boom, you got something to help redirect your negative energy into positive energy. So let's get to the lesson. All right, and we're back, which is something my brother would love to hear me say. And so we're going to do our paper weaving. And this is really free form. What I want you to know about this is that really this is just the basic elements to be able to do it. When I taught this lesson in the past, some people who really got into the zone and really could not stop with the paper weaving, once they figured out they could make it as complex or as simple as they wanted, man, they sat there for like 2 hours, like a whole family. So this is something that I advise you, if you can. Like if you do arts and crafts on the regular, just keep like a little Ziploc bag with all the scraps. Always, always, because this is the kind of stuff that you can take anywhere. And let's say you're on the road and you get to the hotel and there's no Wi-Fi, and oh my God, what are we gonna do? It's the end of the world. Nobody can get on the internet. Wow, well, we can pull out this really cool Ziploc bag with just a few things. We've got glue, we've got paper. What else do we need? Scissors and your imagination. So, I'm just gonna start. I cut a rectangle, and one of my best friends, her name is Diana Bella Carter. She has just retired from many years of wonderful service to the CCISD as an art teacher and more, and so much more. This is her slogan: dot, dot, not a lot. Dot, dot, not a lot. Because I don't know if you've ever made this, well, it's not really a mistake because there's really no mistakes in art, but the thing is, sometimes you get a little involved and you forget, and I don't know, I get pretty sloppy with it myself. So I'm just going to start on one end, and I'm going to work kind of like every other line, so something like that. And this is just the basis for the weaving process, but you know, we're going to do it where we're going to leave a gap, and we're just going to do this. Okay, so we've left that little gap there, kind of punched it up like that. So great. And then we're going to get another piece, and we're going to kind of do the same. And you know what? Sometimes I just use too much glue, and that's okay. Sometimes it happens. I've seen some people go a little bit, they get a little bit in love with the way the glue feels on their fingers or something. I don't know, remember if when you were a kid and, you know, there was like always this kid who would just coat his hand with glue. I'm like, why are you doing that? Okay. So these little strips I've kind of cut into little wavy kind of shapes. And that's what's fun about this is you really could, you can change the way, the effect of it by cutting little patterns into your strips. So what color should I do? Next, red. Red, 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 red. The other thing I like to do is like I have all these clean edges, but I think what looks more interesting, like if I was just doing the basic paper weaving lesson, like they'd be all the same, you know, but I don't like to do that. I want to do something a little bit with some texture and see how when you roll it this way, and then you've got that little curl and stuff like that, so that's fun. Here we go. Here's the next one. And really, you know, I think some of you guys are really good at like constructing things or creating a design, you know, and that's what's cool about these kind of lessons is that it's going to take on whatever shape that you wish it to have. You never know. You never know what it's going to be. So we have, right now what we have is a series of paper that is this way, and so now we're going to take pieces and we're going to, and this is real basic, okay? It can get so much more complicated than this, but you're basically, you're going to go under and over, over and under, over, under. So you just keep doing that. And like maybe I want to now do this a little bit more. And so what's another color? The next color I should use should be, I think it's cool sometimes to isolate your colors Can be kind of graphic, and by graphic I mean bold and kind of seizes your attention. So you can choose like 3 colors you like, or you know what's really fun that some people do is monochromatic. And monochromatic means it's like of one color, but from light to dark. You can even do it with grays. If you get that construction paper that has all those different colors, that's a lot of fun too. So let's see, we went under here. So what do you think we're gonna do? We're gonna go over and then under. And this is why they call it paper weaving. Over, we went under, we're gonna go over, now we're gonna go under. Now when I tell you guys, this is very basic, and like I said, you give people, you know, you get yourself, you might splurge and get a whole $3 pack of the big thing of construction paper. But you could easily go to the Dollar Tree and get some construction paper for $1. That's where I got most of my supplies. Dollar Tree rocks, as far as that's concerned. And so there's my second one. And what color should I do next? Red. And so you get the idea, I hope, that you just continue with the weaving. And I do not have a finished product because I want you to figure out how you're going to make it your own. So here we went under here, so what are we going to do here? Do you think we'll go over here and under, over, and under? So as you can tell, let's see, let me see if I can just finish it. Let's see. Now the reason why I always say under and over is because, like, I'm a little bit dyslexic, so we just keep doing this. Over, under, over. Let's see, under, over. And so you get the idea, okay? So then let's say we glue these down, and maybe, hey, you know what? I don't want them perfectly straight. What if I want them a little bit askew, as it were? So it can get dimensional, sort of. Now it kind of reminds me of Twister or something like that. You can put some down, you can leave them up. This kind of reminds me of like Chutes and Ladders, or I don't know, maybe even a geographical something, I don't know, aerial shot. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. But we're almost done. I'm just gonna show you kind of like the finished product as I cut off the edges, and voila, you can format it in any way you please. But for me, I like to, I like black construction paper or white, but today I can do this with just maybe yellow. And so what I would like to see you do, if you are following along, please try and check this out, because really presentation, one of my great professors in college, his name was Mr. Mark Anderson. He said presentation, 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 presentation. I think Barbara Riley said that too. It's about your presentation. So is it possible to make something out of with almost no expense and make it look fabulous? Well, heck yeah, you can. That's what the creative spirit is about. So I'm going to sign it here. I'm going to put the year. And then here it comes to the K-Space show in the gallery show. I easily put this on the wall and I'd say, wow, this is a part of the Creating Hope exhibit. So I welcome you guys to follow along. I can't wait to see what colors you're going to do, how you're going to format them. So I'm excited about seeing your artwork. Please drop your images in the comment section, and let's keep following the Creating Hope with Art series. All right, we can't wait to see you till next time.